Hey everyone, I'm back this evening. How y'all doing? Hey, how y'all doing? Alrighty, we're gonna get back into some business stuff tonight, and I appreciate those that are here and those that are listening to the replay. I appreciate you also for being here. But we're gonna get started in a few minutes. You know I have to do my little intro for you, okay? Alrighty. All right, we're back, and I hope that you guys are ready for some good info tonight too as well. Hopefully the volume is high enough for you. Alrighty, tonight we're going to talk about business expenses that keeps you profitable. Okay, and the reason why we're going to talk about this tonight is earlier we kind of touched on some things about what you don't need to do in business, right? So this is some things that I think that a lot of you may not want to do and you need to do, and it kind of piggybacks on some of the things that we spoke about earlier today. All right, okay guys, I and if you have any comments, just let me know. I'm Sandy. If you don't know who I am, I'm your business strategist, and if you're looking to start a business or grow your business, I am the one that help you do that and help you get there. Okay, alrighty. So that's who I am, and I appreciate you for being here. If you're listening to the replay, I hope there's something that is being said that's going to help you. Alrighty, but we're going to get started, and we got a few things to discuss. Business expenses that keep you profitable. And just a reminder also to know, you tune in that actually the rest of this week and part of this week I'll be doing interviews of people that we'll be having live talking about pushing their dreams and things that they've done to start a business and grow your business and things like that. So I want you to hear from people that have already done it, have already been successful. So I may, if you are interested, I will give you an opportunity we can kind of have a discussion and interview you and interview your business, so you can tell the world about what you do if you already have one. Now, business expenses that keep you profitable. And in anything, guys, if you're going to, you don't heard the saying says it takes money to make money, right? Well, yes, that's true, but I wouldn't look at it that way. So I'm gonna give you some things that that's gonna help you. Even if you don't have a brick and mortar business, even if you have an online business or whatever the case may be. So there are some things that we must do in order to just continue the momentum and keep things and keep our business growing. This is how all of the big companies have done before. Everybody have to start from somewhere. So if you're on the limb about starting a business, hey, don't be just kind of plan your work and work your plan and make it happen. Okay, and you'll be surprised at what you can do. Okay, now some of the startup things that we need to talk about is some of the business expenses that will keep you profitable. One of the things is paying your, if you have this one is for those that have a brick and mortar business. Paying your rent or paying your lease of your facility or where you're gonna be, because if you can't keep this going, this is an expense, but it also is an expense that can be through taxes and done the right way, you can write it off. Okay, alrighty. So don't look at it as an investment of in your business. If you have a brick and mortar facility, that goes for only the brick and mortar buildings. If you're doing digital online, then there's other things that you can do to get write-offs for the space that you have, especially if you have your business from home. There are guidelines. You need to learn more about those, through your tax preparer or people like that. I talk about those and I give you that information in my classes, but I'm not going to get into that tonight. But I just want you to see the overall picture. Now, another one is, inventory, and that's a big thing, whether you have a product or if it's things that you're going to use as the cost of doing business. That's your cost of goods sold. That's what that means. Okay, that's what they're talking about there. Now, these are some things that you may not think about as an expense from the beginning, but you want to make sure you get your proper license, your proper permits if it requires that. If you have a brick and mortar, there's a signage that's going to be needed. That's kind of like a part of your marketing, cost or whatever. It is an expense, but it's an expense that's going to help you to stay profitable or keep you profitable, right? And then also any kind of technology you use. This date and time, we need technology, right? It's going to help us scale up our business. And software, that's like, I talk about systems and things like that you're going to need for your business. That's very important. There are different kind of softwares, out there that, everybody's not going to need the same thing to grow their business. Everybody won't do, they won't. And I think I went over, also outside of your like lease or whatever, you definitely want to have the proper insurance. What if you're in a brick and mortar and fire break out? If you don't have certain insurance, then your landlord or whoever you've leasing this brick and mortar from, they're going to be the one that's going to benefit from everything, and you'll lose out. So business expenses, that keeps you profitable, because if something should happen and you don't have the proper insurance, guess what, you're probably going to be in a loss, more than likely. Now, this is one thing that I don't think that a lot of people believe, because they have to pay out. And this one here that I'm going to give you is definitely, it's an expense, but it definitely can keep you profitable, and that is your employees. Payroll. Okay, payroll is going to help you to scale. It's going to help you to leverage leverage whatever you have, whether you can have brick and mortar, you can have a brick and mortar, or you can have online, because a lot of people with online businesses have employees and people that they pay payroll to. And then also an expense that's going to be pretty much, you'll probably attract the right good employee, is going to be some kind of benefit for them. Okay, so make sure that you have some kind of benefit for them. All of this I go over in my course, that business course that I have. Launch it. I'm gonna launch it again soon. But all of this information I give you is I have in that course. And what I do is I give you all of the material you need, all of the forms, all of everything. So next time I launch it, if you need to start a business, or if you're going to start a business, I would advise you to get in that course. Okay, now professional services. This might be an expense. Well, it is an expense, but it's a good expense. Okay, it's an expense that's going to keep you profitable, because you got to know when your money is coming in. You got to be up on your accounting. Why? Because the IRS would knock on your door big time, and knock on your door hard. They'll knock on your door, and when they knock on your door, they can knock on your door with ease, or they can knock on your door and just break you down. Okay, and it'll be gone. Everything you would work for will be gone. So you need to make sure that you know your accounting structure that you have for your business. Any kind of legal counsel, that's an expense, but it's a good expense, because you may need to protect your assets, and your attorney, you may have to get an attorney involved in some things, so in your business. So somebody may try to sue you for something, so you got to find the right professional. I talked about that earlier today, about the right professional that you need, and hiring professional counsel, right? And also, a consultant, a business consultant such as myself. That is a person that is someone that is an expense, but is a good expense, because you're going to definitely need that in order to grow and scale. So, and to stay profitable. Okay, so these are some things that you're going to need. I want to get you to thinking about what you need in business, and don't get overwhelmed about it. But I definitely know that, and I want you to know that these are some of the things that's going to help you in business. And like I said, keep you profitable. That's the key word, right? You want to make money in your business. And also, one of the big things I talk about, and I know that is marketing. Whether it's digital, any kind of promotional, you definitely have to give back to your business. In this area here, marketing is the key Alrighty, it's the very key that you need to make sure that you have, and this is an expense for you. Okay, it's an expense that can be turned around. It can be for your benefit. All of it is for your benefit, especially if you're starting a business, or if you're in business. You have to look at any money you put in your business as an investment. Okay, alrighty. So don't be bashful about spending for your business. Think of it as, this is going to help me get to the next level. Okay, and pretty much the last things I'm going to wrap up is going to be, like I mentioned insurance earlier, but any kind of liability insurance, any kind of repairs and maintenance that your business may need, you definitely don't look at them as an expense. Just look at it as an investment to keep things up and running. Because if you have machinery, or if you have anything that you're going to need in order to make a product or anything like that for your business, or if you have workers that's going to need certain equipment or things like that, it's an expense that's going to keep you profitable, because it's going to keep things running. Okay, it's going to keep them up and running. And any kind of other, like any other miscellaneous things, like just making sure that you are in compliance with a lot of things, and like I said earlier, having permits and things like that. Whatever kind of business you have, making sure you are following the guidelines and the requirements of your business industry. And that's pretty much it, that I wanted to share with you tonight about business expenses that keeps you profitable. Because I know a lot of you are already in business, and you're kind of like, you're doing it, but you may have some rough edges, or you may have some things that you're just kind of not doing right, or doing the way pretty much the way they should be done. And don't forget, we'll probably get into it deeper another day, because I don't want to overwhelm you with the income statement, the balance sheet, and the profit and loss statement. It kind of explain those to you more, but all of those will give you a bird's eye view of what's going on in your business, your expenses, and it'll show you how you can be profitable. So you definitely want to be learning that and know more about that, especially when you're in business. I don't care how small you feel like your business is, you definitely want to be up on that. Okay, alrighty. Well, Miss Sandy is going to leave you, and I just wanted to go over those things with you tonight. And I will see you in the morning, and we're going to definitely talk about some more things. If anybody have any questions, please reach out to me, DM me, and I'll respond within 24 hours or earlier. It might be earlier than that. So I thank you so much. And also, if there's anything that you definitely want to talk about, just ask, just send me a request or whatever, and we can talk about it on on our next broadcast, hopefully. And just look out for the interviews that I'm wrapping up now, getting ready to do. Just look out for those on the platforms. Okay, alrighty guys. And so these people are going to pour into you some gems that you can use to get to your next level and leave legacies. Okay, alrighty. And I will talk to you on tomorrow. Have a good night.